Have you noticed what's happening right now with Risk It All? While the music industry is packed with new releases fighting for attention every single day, this powerful track continues to hold its ground inside Spotify's global top 50, sitting at an impressive number 20 with more than 2.89 million daily streams. That's not just a good performance. It's the kind of consistency that sparks conversations across social media, fan communities, and entertainment headlines worldwide. Before we dive deeper, tell us what you think. Is Risk It All one of the strongest songs connected to Bruno Mars' recent musical era? And what do you think this achievement means for the people closest to him, including longtime partner Jessica Caban? Stay until the end because there's a fascinating reason why fans are connecting this streaming milestone to the personal side of Bruno's life. As streaming numbers continue to dominate the music business, reaching nearly 3 million streams in a single day is no small feat. Every stream represents a listener choosing this song over countless other options. In a world where attention spans are shorter than ever, maintaining a position inside Spotify's global top 50 requires something special. It requires replay value, emotional connection, and a fan base that keeps coming back. The continued success of Risk It All has become one of the biggest talking points among Bruno Mars fans. Across platforms, listeners have been celebrating the song's longevity, sharing clips, creating edits, and discussing its emotional lyrics. Many fans believe the track resonates because of its themes of devotion, sacrifice, and taking chances for love. Those universal emotions have helped the song connect with audiences across different countries and cultures. What makes this story even more interesting is the way fans often connect Bruno Mars' music with his real-life relationship. For years, fans have followed the journey of Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, one of the entertainment industry's most private couples. Unlike many celebrity relationships that unfold publicly through interviews and social media updates, Bruno and Jessica have generally chosen to keep much of their personal life away from the spotlight. That privacy has created an intriguing dynamic. Whenever Bruno releases music that touches on love, commitment, or emotional vulnerability, fans naturally wonder whether real-life experiences influence the songwriting. It's a pattern that has followed many artists throughout music history. Listeners hear a heartfelt lyric and immediately begin searching for clues. As Risk It All continues climbing streaming charts and maintaining strong momentum globally, discussions surrounding Jessica Caban have resurfaced once again. Fans across social media have been asking similar questions. Has Jessica heard the overwhelming response to the song? What does she think about its success? Does she feel proud seeing millions of listeners embrace music that many interpret as deeply emotional and personal? The reality is that Jessica Caban has not publicly issued any detailed statement specifically addressing the song's current Spotify performance. There has been no verified interview, social media post, or official comment directly linking her reaction to this latest streaming milestone. However, that hasn't stopped speculation from spreading online. And this is where the story becomes particularly fascinating. The absence of a public response often creates even more curiosity than a direct comment. Fans begin analyzing past interviews, previous appearances, and the overall history of the couple's relationship. Some point to the fact that Jessica has consistently supported Bruno throughout his career. Others note that she has largely avoided turning their relationship into a public spectacle, choosing instead to maintain a level of privacy that has become increasingly rare among celebrity couples. That reputation for privacy may actually explain why there hasn't been a major public reaction to the song's streaming success. Think about it for a moment. If someone has spent years avoiding unnecessary media attention, would they suddenly jump online to comment on every chart achievement? Probably not. In fact, maintaining silence may be perfectly consistent with the approach Jessica has taken throughout much of her relationship with Bruno Mars. Meanwhile, the song itself continues generating headlines. Music analysts frequently point out that longevity is often more important than a dramatic debut. A song can enter the charts at a high position thanks to initial excitement, but remaining there requires sustained audience engagement. That's exactly what Risk It All appears to be achieving. Each day that passes strengthens its narrative. Each additional stream reinforces its relevance. Each chart update gives fans another reason to celebrate. And with nearly 2.89 million streams in a single day, the the track is proving that its appeal extends far beyond a short-term viral moment. Many listeners believe the emotional authenticity of the song is a key factor behind its success. Modern audiences are increasingly drawn to music that feels genuine. They want stories. They want vulnerability. They want songs that reflect real emotions rather than manufactured trends. Whether or not fans' interpretations are accurate, there's no denying that Risk It All has sparked powerful emotional reactions. That emotional connection is often what separates a hit song from a truly memorable one. But here's where things become even more interesting. The continued chart success could potentially strengthen Bruno Mars' already remarkable legacy in the streaming era. Throughout his career, Bruno has demonstrated an unusual ability to create songs that remain relevant long after their initial release. Many of his biggest hits have accumulated billions of streams, crossed multiple generations of listeners, and become staples of playlists around the world. Now, Risk It All appears to be following a similar path. The song's performance suggests that audiences are not merely curious. They are invested. They are returning. They are replaying. They are sharing. And perhaps most importantly, they are keeping the conversation alive. For fans who have followed Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban over the years, this moment represents more than just numbers on a streaming platform. It represents another chapter in a story that has unfolded largely away from public view. A story filled with speculation, admiration, mystery, and enduring interest. Yet despite all the theories circulating online, one fact remains clear. There is currently no confirmed public statement from Jessica Caban regarding the song's ranking at number 20 on Spotify's global chart or its 2.89 million plus daily streams. Everything beyond that is fan interpretation. What can be said with confidence is that the achievement itself is significant. Maintaining a position inside Spotify's global top 50 is a testament to the song's impact and to the audience that continues supporting it every day. As the numbers keep growing, fans will undoubtedly continue watching closely. Will the song climb even higher? Can it break additional streaming milestones? Will anyone close to Bruno eventually comment on its extraordinary success? Those questions remain unanswered. But one thing is certain. Risk It All is proving that powerful music can still capture global attention in an increasingly crowded entertainment landscape. And as millions of listeners continue pressing play, the song's story is still being written, one stream at a time. What do you think? Is the success of Risk It All driven primarily by its emotional message, Bruno Mars' star power, or the curiosity surrounding the stories fans believe may have inspired it? Share your thoughts, join the conversation, and stay tuned for more updates on Bruno Mars, Jessica Caban, and the music moments everyone is talking about. As the conversation surrounding Risk It All continues to grow, many fans are beginning to notice something that goes beyond the daily streaming numbers. The song is no longer being discussed solely as a chart success. Instead, it is becoming a cultural moment within Bruno Mars' fan community. Every day, thousands of new comments appear across social media platforms. Some fans are celebrating the track's consistency. Others are sharing personal stories about how the lyrics connect to their own experiences. And then there are those who continue asking the same question that has followed Bruno Mars for years. Could there be a deeper personal story behind the music? That question has become even louder as Risk It All continues outperforming expectations. Music fans know that streaming charts are incredibly competitive. New songs are released every hour. Viral trends come and go almost overnight. Yet somehow, Risk It All keeps finding new listeners while maintaining the attention of existing fans. That combination is often what separates a temporary hit from a lasting success. Industry observers frequently point out that songs with strong emotional themes tend to enjoy longer lifespans. People may listen to an upbeat song for a season, but they return to emotionally meaningful songs for years. Those tracks become attached to memories, relationships, milestones, and personal experiences. Many listeners believe Risk It All falls into that category. The title alone carries enormous emotional weight. Risk It All. 3 simple words. Yet those words immediately create a story in the listener's mind. They suggest sacrifice, commitment, courage, vulnerability, the willingness to give everything for something that truly matters. Because of those themes, fans have naturally connected the song to Bruno Mars' long-term relationship with Jessica Caban. Over the years, their relationship has remained one of the most intriguing partnerships in entertainment. Unlike celebrity couples who regularly appear together in headlines, Bruno and Jessica have largely allowed their relationship to exist outside the daily news cycle. Ironically, that privacy may be one of the reasons public interest remains so strong. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity fuels conversation, and conversation keeps stories alive. For years, fans have respected the couple's decision to maintain privacy while simultaneously remaining fascinated by their journey. Every rare public appearance becomes news. Every photo generates discussion. Every interview mentioning relationships sparks fresh speculation. Now, with Risk It All performing so strongly around the world, those conversations have returned with renewed energy. Some fans believe the song reflects the mindset of someone who has found lasting love. Others interpret it as a broader message about dedication and loyalty. Still others see it simply as a beautifully crafted song that resonates because its themes are universal. What makes these discussions interesting is that listeners from completely different backgrounds often arrive at similar conclusions. Whether they are listening from New York, London, Manila, Jakarta, Toronto, Sydney, or Paris, many describe feeling the same emotional pull. That kind of global connection cannot be manufactured. It has to be earned. And Risk It All appears to be earning it every single day. The numbers tell part of the story, but they do not tell the entire story. Behind every stream is a real person. Someone listening during a late-night drive. Someone playing the song after a difficult day. Someone sharing it with a partner. Someone discovering Bruno Mars for the first time. Someone returning because the song makes them feel understood. Those moments are impossible to measure on a chart, yet they are often the true reason songs endure. As streaming platforms continue to evolve, artists face increasing pressure to create instant viral moments. Songs are expected to explode immediately. If they do not dominate within days, many disappear from public attention. Risk It All appears to be taking a different path. Rather than relying entirely on short-term hype, the song seems to be building a reputation through consistency. Week after week, stream after stream, listener after listener, that gradual growth often produces stronger long-term results. Fans have noticed this pattern before with Bruno Mars' music. Throughout his career, several songs have continued growing long after their initial release. What begins as a strong debut eventually transforms into a global phenomenon. Some supporters believe Risk It All could be following a similar trajectory. Of course, only time will tell, but the current indicators are undeniably impressive. Remaining inside Spotify's global top 50 requires sustained demand from listeners worldwide. Songs cannot survive at that level on reputation alone. They must continue attracting engagement every single day. That is exactly what appears to be happening. Meanwhile, discussions about Jessica Caban continue surfacing whenever fans analyze the song's themes. Many admire the stability she and Bruno have maintained despite the pressures of fame. In an industry where relationships often become public spectacles, their relatively low-profile approach stands out. Some fans argue that this stability may have indirectly influenced Bruno's artistic evolution over the years. Others caution against drawing conclusions without confirmation from the people involved. Both perspectives are understandable. At the end of the day, only Bruno and Jessica know the full reality of their personal lives. Everything else remains interpretation. Yet interpretations are part of what makes music so powerful. Listeners bring their own experiences to every song. They hear lyrics through the lens of their own memories. They connect emotions to people they care about. They create meanings that sometimes extend far beyond the artist's original intention. That process is happening right now with Risk It All, and perhaps that is one of the biggest reasons for its success. The song invites listeners to participate. It leaves room for imagination. It allows people to see their own stories reflected within the music. Few achievements are more valuable for an artist. As the streaming numbers continue rising, attention is also turning toward future milestones. Fans are already speculating about where the song could rank next week, next month, and even later this year. Could it return to a higher chart position? Could it cross major streaming thresholds sooner than expected? Could it become one of the defining songs of this phase of Bruno Mars' career? Those possibilities are generating excitement across fan communities. What is especially remarkable is that the conversation remains active despite the constant arrival of new music releases. In an era dominated by rapid content cycles, maintaining relevance is an accomplishment in itself. Yet Risk It All continues doing exactly that. Each new chart update creates another wave of discussion. Each streaming milestone generates fresh headlines. Each day inside the global top 50 strengthens the song's legacy. For longtime Bruno Mars supporters, this moment feels familiar. They have witnessed similar success stories before. They have watched songs evolve from promising releases into global anthems. For newer listeners, however, this may be their first experience seeing that process unfold in real time. And that is part of what makes the current moment so compelling. The story is still developing. The numbers are still growing. The audience is still expanding. Most importantly, the song is still connecting with people around the world. Whether Jessica Caban eventually comments publicly or chooses to remain private, the achievement itself speaks volumes. Risk It All has become more than a song climbing charts. It has become a conversation piece, a source of emotional connection, and a reminder of the unique ability music has to bring people together. As millions of listeners continue pressing play, one thing becomes increasingly clear. This success is not happening by accident. The song has found an audience. That audience keeps growing. And with every passing day, Risk It All continues proving that some songs are capable of becoming much bigger than anyone initially imagined. The next chapter of this story has yet to be written, but if current trends are any indication, fans around the world will be watching closely as the journey continues. As excitement continues building around Risk It All, another fascinating trend is beginning to emerge. The song is no longer being measured solely against current releases. Fans are starting to compare its trajectory to some of the biggest long-term success stories in Bruno Mars' career. That is a significant development. When a song first enters the charts, discussions usually focus on debut numbers. People want to know